Dear learners, for accounting course, first of all, we look into what is accounting. I want to start this session with the very famous quote given by Warren Buffett. So he says, accounting is the language of business. If you ask anyone what is the language of business, it is accounting. So it's a very important definition given by Warren Buffett. So what is accounting? We'll see the formal definition of account. And what is an account? So account is a formal record of a particular type of transaction expressed in money or other unit of measurement and kept in a ledger by Kohler. So these are the four important items we can see from this definition. So it's a formal record. Account is a formal record and it records the transactions, the business transactions, which you can measure in terms of money, and it is being kept in a ledger. So example of business transaction, you can take a simple example of a company is purchasing 1000 kilograms of raw material of rupees 100 per kilogram from SNL traders. So SNL traders purchasing 1000 kilograms. What is the rate? That is 100 per kilogram. Similarly, they paid 50,000 to SLN traders, and the company is paying the salary to the employees. The total salary the company has paid is 10,000 rupees. It's a business transaction. Similarly, the company is receiving from a customer 1,000 rupees. So these are the transactions which come across in a company in a day-to-day transactions. So what is an accounting entry? Accounting entry is a formal record that documents a transaction. This is called as accounting entry. Now we will look into the official definition of accounting. The accounting definition is given by what you can see on the slide is from AICPA, American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. They have defined accounting as the art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transactions, and events which are in part at least of a financial character and interpreting the results thereafter. This is a very full form, full definition of an accounting. Now we will look into what are the functions of accounting. So business accounting does, first of all, the recording. The moment a transaction takes place in a company, the transactions will be recorded. Okay, the recording is one of the important functions. After recording, they're going to classify or they're going to segregate based on the similar nature. They group together in one place. These are normally called as ledger. And then summarizing. They're going to summarize all the data which they have recorded, okay, which have been classified in the record in the ledgers, and those ledgers will be summarized in the form of trial balance and balance sheet. Then the next function of accounting is financial dealing. It records all the monetary transactions that are of financial in nature. Any transaction which is not in financial nature or which you cannot measure in terms of money will not be recorded. Next one is analyzing. The function of analyzing is they're going to analyze the current liabilities and the current asset and how the company has done in the previous financial year by referring the financial income statements. And then interpretation. Once you have done the analysis, you are going to interpret those data or those analysis in a very simple words or simple terms so that a common man can understand. And the last one is communication. You're going to communicate all those things what you analyzed and interpreted in a very simple forms of graphs or ratios, etc. And after creating the accounts and you're going to do all those functions. So what are the importance, what are the uses of accounting information? Or in the modern term, we call it as accounting data. So what are the uses of accounting data? So first of all, you can see it is being used by the tax authorities and the government agencies. They're going to use to calculate the tax, the company, how much they need to pay, and the government agencies, how much tax and the rates the company needs to pay. And second one, it provides a very information that helpful for the management, okay, of the company or the organization to plan the future course of action and other fund related issues. So based on the financial accounting data, the company will decide what the future the company should do and where they're going to allocate the fund, whatever they have, either for expanding the business or either for buying a new capital assets for the company, etc. And accounting makes it possible to record, analyze, and retrieve important financial information for the future purpose. And accounting provides information used to determine a company's financial status. If somebody wants to know what is the financial status as on today, you can refer the books of accounting. And based on that, the company or the responsible person can take a sound financial decisions. And accounting helps with recording assets and planning in respect of cash and in the determining the result of operations, and they can even control the assets. So they can control the assets by looking at the accounting data, and then they can plan for their cash and the cash flows in the company and determine the result of the operation of the company. And the next question normally comes to our mind. So who are the end users of the accounting information? It has been prepared with the accounting data has been prepared with so much of efforts and so much of clerical work and so much of information technology which is used for recording the accounting data. So the next question comes is, who are the end users of the accounting data? So these are the end users what you can see on the screen. So my dear learners, the first of all, the user of accounting data will be the proprietor or the owner of the business. He is very much interested to know the profitability of the company, how much profit the company is able to earn through all the operations which is done in the company, and to find out the financial health of an enterprise, and needs to be communicated to the proprietor. So they will be very much interested to know the financial health of the company. If the company is not doing well, or the company is sick, or company needs more finance, the proprietor will be pumping more finance in the company. And second is managers. They will take very important data and they will decide the whether the company is able to disclose all the important financial data, so that the managers can check the financial health of the company, and they will help them to plan for their operations. Maybe a marketing manager want to know what is their company's financial status. So based on that, he's going to plan their marketing strategies and he's going to prepare his marketing budget. And then creditors who wants to know what is your financial status of the company, what is their financial performance of the company, so that based on that, they will decide whether to extend the credit to the company or not. And then prospective investors, obviously, before they invest their money, they want to know what is the company, what is their company's financial health and their profitability, and whether they can even forecast how the company is going to be there in the future. So based on that, they will decide to whether to invest or not in the company. And the government, obviously, they want to know whether the company is able to meet all the government statutes and the regulations given by the company in respect of taxation, labor laws, and the corporate laws. And the employees, they will be very much interested to know whether end of the year, after they're working so hard, whether they're going to get any bonus, or whether the company is going to share the profit, or whether they're going to get ESOP, employee stock option plan, whether company is able to give to us. So based on that, the employees will see the financial data and they'll be motivated to work further, and they get some kind of a confidence and the safety in their working. Or else they'll not be so safety, they'll not be so confident, and they'll not be secure enough to continue to work with the company. So these are the very important end users of the accounting information. With this information, so I welcome all the learners to continue to look into this space. You'll be getting more and more lectures on the accounting data and the accounting process and how accounting has been recorded. All those things we're going to discuss in the future coming slides and the future coming options. So with this, I say thank you for joining. See you in the next session.